In this video, we present to you the top 10 best rally cars from Renault, so let's get started. At number 10, we have a machine that defined the 80s with its radical design and brutal power. The Renault 5 Turbo. Imagine this. You take a modest Renault 5, you strip it down, you drop a turbocharged engine right in the middle of the car, you make it rear-wheel drive, and you widen its body to make it look like a little track monster. The result? A car born for rally glory. Under the hood, well, more like behind the driver, this beast hid a 1.4-liter engine with a Garrett turbo, producing nothing less than 160 horsepower. And sure, today those numbers might sound normal, but back then, with less than 1,000 kilos of weight, this rocket could go from 0 to 100 km/h in under 7 seconds and hit a top speed of 218 km/h. But this wasn't just a fast and good-looking car, it was also a champion. In 1981, Jean Ragnati took the Renault 5 Turbo to victory at the Monte Carlo Rally, proving that this little demon feared nothing and no one. And yes, there was a Turbo 2 version with some cheaper modifications, but the essence remained the same: lightweight, brutal, and insanely fun. Today, this car is a treasured gem for collectors and a symbol of a golden era in rally history. At number 9, we have the iconic Alpine A110, a car that is not only beautiful, but also a beast in performance. The Alpine A110 was born in 1962, and since then, it has been a symbol of agility and speed, light as a feather, weighing just 1,100 kg, and powered by a 1.8-liter turbo engine that delivers 252 horsepower of pure adrenaline. And watch out, it goes from 0 to 100 km/h in just 4.5 seconds. A bullet on wheels. But what really made the A110 famous was its domination in rallies. In 1973, this small giant won the World Rally Championship, defeating big names like Lancia and Ford. And if that's not impressive enough, imagine this. In the Monte Carlo Rally of that same year, it took the top 3 spots. This car is pure racing DNA, but it also has a design that captivates. Its low aerodynamic body, inspired by its original 1960s version, makes it a timeless gem. Today, Renault has revived the Alpine A110 with a modern model that keeps its essence: light, agile, and thrilling to drive. If you ever get the chance to get behind the wheel of one, do it, because it feels like traveling through time and experiencing automotive history in every turn. So let's celebrate the Alpine A110, a car that not only made history, but continues to leave its mark. In 8th place, we have the legendary Renault 8 Gordini, a compact car with the soul of a giant, leaving its mark on the tracks and in the hearts of enthusiasts. The year was 1964, when Renault, alongside the brilliant Amédée Gordini, decided to turn the modest Renault's 8 into a sports beast. And the result? A lightweight, agile car with a rear engine that made the road roar, pure adrenaline on 4 wheels. This little rocket debuted with a 1.1-liter engine producing 77 horsepower, but later, it evolved to 1.3 liters and 88 horsepower, paired with a 5-speed manual gearbox. Now, that might not sound crazy today, but back then, this sub-800 kg machine was an absolute missile. And get this, it had disc brakes on all 4 wheels, something that in the 1960s was only seen in luxury cars, not in small sports compacts. But here comes the best part, its legacy in racing. The Renault 8 Gordini shined in rallies and circuits, and it even had its own one-make cup, where future racing legends were born. It was fast, affordable, and above all, insanely fun to drive. Even though production ended in 19C, its spirit is still alive, among collectors and speed lovers alike. So, if you ever spot a Renault 8 Gordini in its classic French blue with white stripes, just know, you're looking at a true legend. In 7th place, we have the Renault Mégane Maxi, a car that, although it didn't gain the fame of other rally giants, left an unforgettable mark in the Formula 2 kit car era. Imagine this. Late 90s, the rally world is packed with lightweight, powerful machines designed to fly on asphalt. Renault steps up and launches the Mégane Maxi based on the street Mégane Coupé, but pushed to the extreme. Under the hood, a 2.0-liter naturally aspirated 4-cylinder engine, tuned by Sodemo, roaring up to 275 horsepower. Yes, folks, no turbos, no tricks, just pure raw power. All that energy was delivered to the front wheels through a 6-speed sequential gearbox. And the weight? just 960 kilos, light, agile, and with adjustable suspension to tackle any challenge. Now, in competition, the Megane Maxi had to fight against titans like the Peugeot 306 Maxi and the Citroën Xsara kit car. It didn't always take the victory, but with drivers like Jean Ragnati and Felipe Bugalski, it gave us epic moments on the tarmac stages. And what made it special? Its aggressive design, its beastly power, and that unmistakable sound that, even today, gives us goosebumps. If you haven't seen it in action, go look it up now. The Renault Megane Maxi is pure racing DNA. In 6th place, we have the Renault 5 Alpine. Yes, that little rocket that proved that fun doesn't depend on size, but on character. It was the year 1976 when Renault decided to give its popular Renault 5 a shot of adrenaline. The result? A compact car with a sporty soul and performance that made more than one person tremble. Under the hood, it hit a 1.4-liter engine with 93 horsepower, allowing it to reach 175 km, not bad for a hatchback of that era. And the best part? It weighed just 850 kilos, making it nimble, playful, and perfect for devouring curves. But the story doesn't end there, because in 1982, a wilder version arrived, the Renault 5 Alpine Turbo. With a Garrett T3 turbocharger, its power jumped to 110 horsepower, and its top speed hit 185 km, a true miniature rocket. This little warrior left its mark on European rallies, proving that you don't need a V8 to make history. It was a rival to the Volkswagen Golf GTI and a pioneer of what we now know as hot hatches. Its lightweight build, agility, and rebellious spirit turned it into a cult classic. So, if you ever see one rolling down the road, take a moment to admire it, because you're looking at a legend on wheels. At number 5, we have the Renault 11 Turbo. A car that, although it sometimes lived in the shadow of the Renault 5 GT Turbo, had its own charm and shined on the streets and in rallies. Imagine this, a discreet-looking hatchback, but hiding a 1.4-liter turbocharged engine capable of delivering up to 115 horsepower. Sounds modest, right? But thanks to its lightweight body, just 915 kilos, this beast could reach 192 km/h and go from 0 to 100 in an impressive 8.5 seconds. Not bad for a compact from the 80s. But the best part? The Renault 11 Turbo wasn't just fast. It was also comfortable and practical. Unlike the smaller and wilder R5 GT Turbo, this model offered more space and a balanced driving experience, perfect for daily use or unleashing adrenaline on a twisty road. And let's not forget its role in rally racing. When the monstrous Group B cars were banned in 1986, Renault took the 11 Turbo and threw it into the Group A category. And the result? Drivers like Jean Ragnati pushed it to the limit and proved that this car was built to compete. The Renault 11 Turbo is one of those cars that deserves more recognition, a perfect balance of power, handling, and practicality. In 4th place, we have the Renault Clio Williams Maxi, a car born to dominate the asphalt and that, even today, still steals size from motorsport fans. This beast is the ultimate evolution of the Clio Williams, developed by Renault Sport in the 90s to compete in the fierce F2 kit car category. The result? A lightweight, aggressive car with a power that made its rivals tremble. Under the hood, it hides a 2.0-liter naturally aspirated engine with up to 270 horsepower roaring at 8,700 RPM. Yes, you heard that right. A heavenly sound for any engine lover. Front-wheel drive and a weight of just 960 kilograms gave it brutal agility, perfect for devouring every curve. But that's not all. Renault gave it a wider body and high-performance suspension designed with Bilstein, allowing it to stick to the asphalt like a magnet. Plus, its high-performance brakes with 4-piston calipers ensured it could brake at the very last moment without losing control. The Clio Williams Maxi shined in European rally, with drivers like Jean Ragnati, who took it to glory on asphalt stages. Its lightness, power, and precision made it a true predator in competition. Today, this car is a legend, a symbol of French engineering and a reminder that you don't need all-wheel drive to be a true champion. The Clio Williams Maxi is pure passion on wheels. At number 3, we have the Renault 17 Gordini. This sports coupe, manufactured between 1974 and 1979, is the rebellious brother of the Renault 15, but with more power, more style, and of course, more adrenaline. The 17 Gordini was born as an evolution of the Renault 17 TS and received its legendary surname in honor of the mythical engine wizard Amédée Gordini. The result? A car that combined aerodynamic design, innovative technology, and a performance that made anyone behind the the wheel, feel the thrill. All right, let's get to what we love, the numbers. Under the hood, this beast hit a 1.6-liter inline four-cylinder engine, which evolved to 1.65 liters in 1976. With 108 horsepower, a 5-speed manual gearbox, and front-wheel drive, it could reach a top speed of 180 km/h. Not bad for the 70s, huh? Plus, it featured Bosch electronic injection, disc brakes on all four wheels, and a weight of just 1075 keys, giving it incredible agility on the road. And what about its design? A true spectacle. With its coupe body, double headlights, and low roofline, it had an aggressive and futuristic look for its time. No wonder it made a mark in the rally world and remains a collector's dream today. In the end, the Renault 17 Gordini was more than just a car. It was a statement, a sports machine with the soul of a champ, and even today, it still steals hearts. In the number 2 spot, we have the Renault 12 Gordini, a sedan with the soul of a purebred racer that made the roads roar in the 1970s. This beast was born in 1970 as the successor to the legendary Renault 8 Gordini. The idea was simple but brilliant. Take a family car and give it steroids to turn it into a racing machine, and boy did they nail it. Under the hood, it packed a 1.6-liter engine with 113 horsepower, and thanks to its twin Weber carburetors, it roared like a lion on the track. With a 5-speed manual gearbox and a weight of just 900 kilos, it could hit 185 km/h, an absolute madness for the time. But it wasn't just fast, it was safe too. Unlike many of its competitors, the R12 Gordini had disc brakes on all four wheels, keeping all that power in check. And of course, we can't forget its iconic blue color with white stripes, making it impossible to miss. Despite its power and charisma, only 5,188 units were built between 1971 and 1904, making it a true collector's item. It didn't reach the same success as the R8 Gordini, but it left its mark in rally history. So now you know, if you ever see one of these on the street, stop, stare, and show some respect, because you, my friend, are standing before a true legend. In the number 1 spot, I bring you a story, a car, a legend of the Paris-Dakar. Can you imagine a Renault 20? Yes, a family sedan, dominating the desert dunes and leaving the rally giants behind? Well, it happened. And it did in 1982 with the Renault 20 Turbo 4x4, driven by the incredible Moreau brothers. These Frenchmen were no rookie. Before this, they had already shocked everyone with a Renault 4 in the Dakar, but they wanted more. So they grabbed a Renault 20 and turned it into a beast. They threw in a 1.6-liter turbo engine with 133 horsepower, added all-wheel drive, and reinforced the suspension with parts from a Renault Traffic. Yes, a Traffic. Total madness. Their first attempt in 1999, a complete disaster. But they learned, they improved the car, and in 1982, boom, they won the Paris-Dakar Rally. They took down brands with huge budgets and proved that ingenuity beats money any day. Now picture this race. Endless dunes, scorching heat, and a Renault 20 cutting through like a light tank. Thanks to its lightweight build, turbo power, and extreme modifications, this machine became a true legend. Today, the Renault 20 Turbo 4x4 is pure automotive history. A reminder that with passion, creativity, and a whole lot of determination, any car can be a champion. And well, that's all for today. If you liked it, check out some of our other videos. Give us a like, subscribe, and we'll see you next time. Bye.